Yo, what is up guys? KG, RoughToBeBuffTV. We are back with another exercise tutorial today. We're using the Swiss ball. The first exercise you guys see here is a base plank. We got a little bit of rotation in the shoulders. These are called stir the pots. Now you can go right, left, as many rotations as you feel. I usually like to do this for time. You're clasping your fingers together, your forearms are on the ball. See you here, frontal view on the stir the pot. So a good exercise to just kind of prime the core. Moving on to the next exercise, we have some ball pikes here. Now this is kind of a tricky exercise to set up. You want the ball about mid-calf or so. The toes are to be pointed, and make sure that you have your hips tucked and your glutes engaged. You're pulling your tailbone to the roof as you go through the movement. You can see my ankles or my feet are pointed straight. Now this is just the ball pike, okay? The wrists are right below the shoulders. There's a small progression you can do to this exercise is you can do a rollout here. You can see me pushing my torso away and then going right into the pike movement. This makes the movement a little bit more difficult. Just a small progression to make it a little bit more challenging. Keep those hips tucked. I'm gonna link in the description below how to plank properly. So if you guys don't know how to plank properly, know that you gotta make sure to have those hips posteriorly tilted and then your glutes engaged. Moving on to the next exercise, the hand placement for the stability ball push-up. If you cannot do a regular push-up, then I suggest to probably not try this. But you can see the forearms stacked below the elbows, keeping the elbows tucked close to the body. Everything's moving together as one. Getting that torso to the ball. This is a stability push-up, so this is going to be challenging if you don't have the strength for regular push-ups. But a good pec activator here. I'm throwing in some scaptions to kind of warm up the upper back, the rear delt area. So I'm going all the way down, letting my body rest on the ball, and then just going into some scaptions just to add and be creative with your movement. It's always fun to be creative, right? Stability ball crunch. This is about alignment. Your ankles are below your knees, your hips are tucked. If you're a smaller person, you're gonna need a smaller ball. I believe this is a 65 centimeter ball. And you can see the big thing here is just tension on the core. It's not so many how many repetitions you can do, but tension on the midsection. Raising your hands overhead does make the exercise more difficult. Moving on to the next exercise. So we have hamstrings and we have a little bit of glutes here. So you can see my palms are externally rotated, my thumbs are to the ground. Extend through the hips and then engage the hamstrings. You can see them transitioning from the heel onto the midfoot and a little bit onto the toe at the very end of this exercise. So this is a really good hamstring engagement exercise. Moving into the bridge, these exercises both complement each other. So just thrusting through the hips, squeezing the glutes at the top, a good glute activation exercise. I like to use this Swiss ball warm-up just as a good warm-up before I go into any big compound movements. And it just kind of, it's just more fun than just your regular running on the treadmill or doing the elliptical for 5 or 10 minutes. So this is the Swiss ball bridge, good for the booty. Everyone loves a good booty. What do we got next here? Okay, so this is gonna take some balancing, some bravery. Now I use this not because it looks cool, because it does look kind of cool. A lot of people are going to look at you in the gym, but this is to actually warm up my adductors, the inner part of my thighs, or the inner part of the thigh in the groin area. And you can see I'm doing some corkscrews with the hands. I'm just adding some movement just to challenge my balance and stability. This isn't going to challenge your core a whole lot. It will kind of interconnect a few different muscle groups here. I'm keeping the hips extended and my glutes are always tight. Glutes are always firing, guys, through a lot of static core exercises. So you can see I'm just going through my external and internal rotations. So that's the Swiss ball exercises I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, click that heart or that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell your friends. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. This is KG, RoughToBeBuffTV. We're Swiss balling it. Peace, guys. Have a good one.